Breakfast this morning. We're in the kitchen here with Ike Sassane from the Williamsburg Sampler Bed and Breakfast Inn, and we're going to make omelets.
Yes, we are. We have ingredients here. In the omelet, one of the special things that we're going to have is roasted almonds in it. And, of course, we're going to have a side dish, which will have a bacon and potatoes. Mm-hmm. And we're going to start off with the getting the bacon ready.
Okay. Our core audience, our Buzz Brigade, very happy about that. They always express their love for bacon when they chat with us online.
Yes. Oh, well,
so
that's good.
What we do, Ike, is we put the list of ingredients on the screen for the folks at home that are following along. We're also going to list them at thehamptonroadshow.com.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to start making the potatoes first, right? Because they're going to take the longest.
Yes.
And the bacon.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to step over to this side, so I'm not in your way, but I'm happy to help.
Okay. And we'll start with the bacon, and that'll take a few minutes to...
Now, you've got that cut kind of small. How come you got it in pieces? Is that being mixed in with the potatoes?
Oh, yes.
Is that why you did that? Oh,
yeah.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I bet that puts like a nice flavor on it.
A little omelet casserole looking in itself.
Okay.
And also we'll, with the bacon and potatoes, we're going to put some Italian breadcrumbs on it.
Really?
To give it a little extra flavor.
Mm-hmm. Now, why did you choose this dish to make today, Ike?
Well, it's one of the favorites of the guests.
Uh-huh.
And in the kitchen that I have the kitchen in front of the kitchen is, of course, the little dining room. So we interrelate. We talk while I'm cooking to the guests.
You know, that's kind of how we do it on the Hampton Road Show, too.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
And the other thing is that I'm not preparing it, but we make muffins. So that's the first thing that the guests wake up in the morning to, because the aroma just slides up to the second floor.
So you're down in the kitchen.
Yeah, right. And they usually comment on it. So that's a lot of fun there.
Yeah. Where are you originally from, Ike?
If you didn't guess it, New York City, and then lived up in Pennsylvania and Poconos for a while.
Yeah.
Moved down to Virginia in 1979 and get away from the snow and freezing rain. And I think it was the best choice I had.
Yeah.
So I enjoy the area. I live just 2-3 blocks from the historic area. Mm-hmm. So I get the feeling of the triangle that they have of Jamestown, Yorktown, and the historic area. So it's a quite exciting area.
All right, it's a nice place to be. Okay, we're going to keep going with our bacon here, work on the potatoes first. The eggs are going to be fast, so we're going to save that for a little later.
Okay.
Okay?
We'll do that.
We're off to a great start, Ike.
Oh, thank you.
All right, let's get to meteorologist John Katz. All right, we're back in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen making breakfast today with Ike Sassane from the Williamsburg Sampler Bed and Breakfast Inn. We started our potatoes last time, mixed in with a little bacon. Can't go wrong there.
And we're going to add in a few minutes walnuts to that.
Walnuts?
Mm-hmm. That's a little treat.
How'd you come up with this recipe, Ike?
I make them up.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up in the morning, whatever we have in the refrigerator, that's what the guests get. But it's all fresh.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Now, I noticed that after the bacon cooked, you kind of left the grease in there to flavor the potatoes. So maybe this isn't the most healthy meal, but I bet it's going to be very tasty.
Yeah, it's absorbed. Yeah.
Okay. So are the potatoes done now? Do we kind of put them aside, or are they still going to cook a little bit more?
They're going to cook later on a little bit more to get it warm, and then the walnuts will go in. Right now, we're going to add, you can add that if you would.
I'd be happy to.
Just a little bit to that.
Just a little drizzle on the pan. Is that too much?
Yeah, that's fine. And we'll turn on and let that warm up. And
now, I cannot believe you cracked all the eggs without me. You must not have heard.
Well, maybe I cracked the egg, but you can
I can do the scramble part?
Yeah,
okay.
You can do the shuffle.
I'll tell you a story, Ike. Last time someone came and made an egg dish, I was cracking them, and I was nervous, and I kept throwing the shells in the same bowl as the eggs. So everybody around here, some of our viewers teases me.
They told me about that, and that's why
That's why
I took care of it.
I was hoping for a chance to redeem myself, Ike, but I guess we'll have to wait till next time.
Yeah.
I'm a heck of a scrambler, though. I don't mind telling you that.
Yeah. In the meantime, after that's done, we can saute the mushrooms with Italian tomatoes in it.
Nice. We were talking over there about whether, is this an omelet, is it a casserole, is it an omelet casserole? What would you call this?
I call it an omelet. What's going to happen is after it's cooked, I put it in a bowl, press it down, get a plate, turn it over so it comes up in it.
Okay, all right. So it's you basically cook it like an omelet, but it doesn't end up looking like an omelet.
Yeah.
I think we've straightened it out.
My guests know that they come to the house for a treat.
All right, they know to just come downstairs and be ready to eat.
Oh,
don't
yeah.
worry, and they know. Don't worry about what it's called.
No. It's actually, what the heck is he going to do now?
Right. Well, that's got to be kind of fun.
It is fun. The guests are most interesting people we had. And I want you to know that I actually fed the executive chef from the Waldorf Astoria at my house for 3 days.
Really?
Yes. And he's retired now. We're having a Taste of Williamsburg next year, and he's going to come down as one of the judges.
That's terrific.
And that's sponsored by Taylor.
It's a good thing he's retired. He might have run off with your recipes, Ike.
Oh, yeah.
Taking them back to the Waldorf Astoria.
Oh, yeah.
How long have you had a bed and breakfast?
22 years.
What's your favorite part about having the bed and breakfast?
It's actually the guests. They're really interesting.
Any other, people come in that really surprised you?
Yeah. Sometimes the people come in and they're quiet and reserved. By the time they leave, they're just joyous. They love, we can feed up to 10 people. We have 4 bedrooms. And they sit down and just have a terrific conversation. They come in as strangers and they leave as friends. We had some guests that actually did that.
Good. All right. Well, we've got to wait. We've got to save our stories and the rest of the recipe for our next segment. Right now, talk about a good conversation and having a joyous time. Cheryl's got a special guest over on the couch that promises to bring a... Well, thanks very much. It's time for Ike to give us his secret for putting the finishing touches on this dish. Ike Sassain from the Williamsburg Sampler Bed and Breakfast Inn, making an egg omelet, an egg casserole, an egg scramble. It's just kind of eggs with whatever you want to put in there.
Yes.
And today you use mushrooms, tomatoes. There are all toasted almonds in there. And with the potatoes, the bacon, and the walnuts.
Walnuts. And of course, then the final thing is the setting.
Yeah.
How it looks on the plate, and we're going to be doing that now. You put the eggs in here.
Put it in the little...
Yes, and then you press it down. And then you turn it over the plate like that. So it comes out.
A nice little shape.
And then we'll just clean this a minute.
And also, you brought the cinnamon raisin bread that's going to go with it.
Yes.
And the potatoes.
And we're going to add the potatoes. And we'll add the raisin bread, which is
you cut it out with little hearts.
Heart shape.
Now, did you use a cookie cutter to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Here we are.
There it is, right there.
Yes.
Oh well, let me see that. Man, that's an old school cookie cutter.
And if you can take a shot of that.
I'm sure he will. Antonio's got the kitchen camera. That is beautiful. And I love the plate. You are special today.
And you are.
Thank you very much. So are you. I know. He's a New Yorker and a Yankee fan, but I love him.
Thank you.
I do. Even your hat has pinstripes on it. Don't think I didn't notice.
Oh, God, yes. Okay.
So do you find a lot of people in the area come down from, when somebody from New York comes into the bed and breakfast, are they surprised to see you and see that you've been here for so long?
Yes. Yes. And actually, we get guests from around the world.
Okay.
We've had them from Australia, China, Russia. Of course, England we get a lot. Of course, they scare me because when the English come down, we think they're going to take back the country.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work out.
All right. Well, we're going to fix up a couple more plates for Cheryl and John Count.